Hey everybody, it's Lisa Young Sutton, and I would like to invite you to join me on a live reading. It's a live quickie. My friend Clark, his name really isn't Clark, but for this reading he is Clark Griswold, and he would like to know how today's Thanksgiving festivities with the friends and family is going to go. So I thought this would make a great video. Now, I am using, for his reading, I am using my Kitsch Lenormand. I rarely use this deck in videos because it is not the easiest deck to read. I have no trouble with it, for certain readings, but, for learners, I can see that it's like this is the mice card. But anyway, every time Clark asks for a reading, he wants this deck. It's his absolute favorite. And if you knew Clark, which is why I'm calling him Clark Griswold, and he does have a Helen, and he has a Rusty and an Audrey. Well, he actually has two Audreys. Anyway, if you knew him and his life and his family, you would say, oh yeah, that deck was made for him. Anyway, so he just wants to know how today is going to go. So I thought I would start this morning with a quick little reading for him. Okay, so I'm just swooshing today. It's funny that certain decks get me in certain frames of mind, and I'll do things in a certain way. I mean, it certainly doesn't change the way I read the cards, interpret the cards, or anything like that, but it could change the way I approach, the techniques I use. Let's put it that way. So I'm just going to swoosh them all, and I'm just going to pull some cards out for Clark. Okay, Clark, how's your Thanksgiving going to go today, baby? Everybody wants to know. I'm sorry. I'm going to keep my comments. I'm going to keep my comments to the end. I know what happened to that rule I had about not turning the cards over until I have them all laid. Yeah, well, I'm feeling like breaking the rules today. And this deck, see, now there you go. This is a rule breaking kind of deck. I'll tell you that. All right, hang on. Oh, this is why I bought the deck, because of Lucy and Ethel. Okay. Wow. Oh, I forgot to tell you that I was planning to do a 5-card cross. Well, we need one more to make it complete. I have to say, I have already turned my 5-card crosses into boxes. Okay, so what do we have here? Well, hang on, I'm going to zoom in. Okay, so we have, I'll tell you what the cards are, because I know, like I said, they're hard to distinguish. Okay, we got the coffin, the child, the letter, the star, and the moon. So, I mean, we have 2 celestial cards here showing up in a 5-card spread. That's fantastic. Okay, the center card is the child, and this is an important message for him because he's approaching today with a coffin mindset. He's starting the day with a coffin mindset. The child is showing up to say, whoa, lighten up, buddy. Lighten up, bro. You're not going to a funeral. This isn't a funeral. This is Thanksgiving. This is a traditional family holiday. It is not a funeral, right? That's what the child is saying, okay? And of course, the letter is the card of communication. And, other than eating, I would say Thanksgiving is all about communication because it's people getting together that haven't seen each other in a long time, and family members, and everybody is, talking about their lives, what they've been doing all year, and everybody's talking and making plans for Christmas and all this stuff. So a lot of communication going on, right? And we have the child, like I said, is the center focus, which I love. It's the card of of childlike innocence and trust, and and something small and growing. And of course the star is just blessing it above. Man, the star is saying this is good today. You know what? This is the right frame of mind. The star above this is saying this is the right frame of mind to have. Be like a child. Remember what it was like when you were a child, how you thought of your Thanksgiving. It was amazing. It was such a fun day. You were off from school, and it was the ushering in of the Christmas season, And it was all about family and friends and food and fun and yeah. So, and here we have the card. The moon is the card of social success and being recognized. But this, I think, is important for him too, for you, Clark. This message asking you to recognize what everyone is saying to you today, right? To recognize the message of today. What is today all about? To recognize the children too. Don't just stick them over at the kids' table and pretend they're not there. Join them into the whole, conversation and everything a little more, right? Yeah. And okay, and yes, we do have the coffin here for other reasons. Recognize also. Give recognition to those who are no longer with you, right? I mean, as we get older, and you're even older than me. Are you? Yeah, you are. Well, you're at least the same age as me. By now, there are a lot of family members and friends who are no longer with us. And that's what happens as you get older. There are a lot of people who are no longer there, right? So it's about recognizing and remembering them too, right? But the stars is such a beautiful card. And it's just saying that you're being blessed, that the heavens are watching over you. This is all right, what you're doing here. And, yeah, this is, it's the navigational card. This is the way to go, right? Social success, recognize what everyone is saying, approach the day with childlike innocence, remember those who aren't with you any longer, but this is where he's starting. And so he's starting from this mindset, but then he hits this, which brings him to better communication, right? I mean, think about that. Let's think about that a minute. Think about if you had a 5 card and it ended. Think about if it ended rather with the coffin, Oops, sorry, I know I keep hitting this. Something, no matter what, it can't be bad. But, ending with the coffin would not be the way you want to end the day. No matter what, you have some good cards here. You have 3 great cards, a neutral and a negative. So let's put it back. If I could stop hitting this. I'm sitting too close, but I can't move my chair right now. So this is the way we had it, Clark, okay? So you know what this is saying? Because you asked how the day was going to go as if it was out of your control, but no, this is all about stepping up to the plate a bit, getting out of this mindset and making it a great day. Because if you just allow it to, just like a child would, the kids, what do kids do on holidays? They don't try to control everything. They just wait and see what's happening, right? Yeah, approach it like that, and it'll be very successful. Okay? So that's it for you, Clark. Now I did also, since we were talking about Thanksgiving, this is my Magisches Lenormand, one of my German decks that I adore. Okay, yeah, I just wanted to mention a few things, for your holiday readings, right? What cards mean. I'm just going to pull a few out. I want to keep this short, but obviously this is visitors and all the news that'll be coming to you and everything, and a bit of luck but this is also short-term grabbing opportunities, right? This is holidays only come once a year. Each holiday comes once a year, right? Make the most of it. Don't let it slip away. This is about all the people from afar who are getting together. Now this is important for holiday readings because it's not just the card of being at home or going to someone's home. It's the card of traditions, right? Now how is that different than this just popped into my mind. Now, while this is not actually the card of traditions, this is the card of long-standing rules and regulations, and but things that have been done a certain way for a long time, right? Think about that tower, how it's been there forever. That tower in your neighborhood, in your town, and so this is, but this is conformity, though. Right? So while this makes me think of warm and fuzzy family traditions, this is like conforming to the rules and the regulations, and this is the way it's always been done. So, in my mind, this card would show up to say, follow the traditions. That's a good thing. This card would show up to say, you know what? It's time to change it up because it's always been that way, and you're feeling like you're trapped in the tower. Time to change it up a bit. Right. What else? The garden, obviously, that's getting together, and well, here, if the enemy card shows up, you're in for some challenges. Don't ever let that. If you get that in one of your holiday readings for yourself or a friend or something, don't let this ruin your holiday. This is just a speed bump, right? That's just a speed bump. There, make a choice. Go another way if you get this. Okay. Anything else I want to point out? Well, okay, the card of family. What is the card of family? Well, traditionally, it is the lily. The lily is more of the extended family, right? Because it's the card of maturity and elders and all of that. So it's your extended family. It's also family bliss and satisfaction, right? But a lot of people use the house for family, but that is more of the people that you live with, the people under your roof. Okay. What else would pertain to holidays? Okay, well, the cross is a negative card, and it's about burdens, and you don't want that showing up in your holiday readings. But again, it doesn't make it the end of the world. It just means there's going to be a little sadness and some annoying things you have to endure, right? Like the uncle who gets drunk and breaks things, and okay, drinking. What are the cards of drinking? Well, typically there's fish in there because where's the fish? It's water, right? But in order for it to be negative and to be related to health, you need those cards, right? So if you had the tree and then you had like the fish and you want the clouds above it maybe, and then, we're trying to see how it could describe somebody who gets drunk at your gathering and ruins the party. Though I never think anything's ruined. There's the discord, right? The drama, it could be something like that. And something like here, we got the mice because it takes away from the whole day, So like this could describe somebody drinking too much, and there would ensue some fights that would take away from the day, that kind of thing. But that's not what Clark got, is it? He got good cards. He really did. Okay, so I think I'll wrap that up for today. I thought I would throw that in for all of you. No matter what part of the world you are in, you have holidays, even though you don't have, the traditional American Thanksgiving. It doesn't mean you don't have all of your own holidays. And I think no matter where we live, they're pretty much all the same, aren't they? They're filled with ups and downs and excitement and a little tragedy, and they run the gamut. You get a little of everything, but that's what makes the world go around, my friends. Okay, well, I got a lot to do today. It's Thanksgiving, and I got some cooking and some eating and some festivities to take part in, so I'm going to call it a day. Thanks for watching, everybody. Now go play with your cards. Bye.